you want to see them continue that momentum.
Hoping for an entertaining basketball game. Let's get to it. The starting lineups. First for Heidleberg and Andy Buhai, their head coach. Nakai Taylor, also Dylan Woods, we talked about. Emmanuel Purdue, 5'10 senior. Seth Homan, and the big man is Eric Panning, a 6'9 sophomore out of Columbus. For Jack Owens in his 5th season with Miami. Same starting lineup that started the other 3 games with Makai Larry, Day Grant, Delonte Brown, Precious Aya, and Myja White. We're set for action, and it'll be Panning and Delonte Brown to jump it up. Miami in the white uniforms, red numerals, and Heidelberg black jerseys and a little lighter number with a white outline. Gray numbers, I'll call it. Makai Larry with the catch of the tap, and the Red Hawks on offense as Heidelberg opens up man-to-man. They switch on the screen. They go to right side. Makai Larry feeding underneath, and Precious Aya had 18 the other night against Stetson, and he leads with the first 2 points here for Miami.
Yeah, picks up right where he left off. Same kind of thing where Miami got him down low, and he was looking to score, and he gets the first bucket here.
For Student Princes with the basketball, this is Panning driving and lost the basketball. Hits the back stanchion and will belong to Miami.
Yeah, good drive that time, trying to get around his man, just lost control. There's a good look at the head coach, Andy Boucher, in his 9th season now, leading the Student Princes.
Red Hawks with the basketball. Day Grant, a little stutter step, got by his man, lays it off the glass and in. Red Hawks up by 4.
Yeah, points in the paint already, 4-0 Miami as they get a couple of layups to get this game going.
Out front with the basketball, Dylan Woods. Makai Larry on him defensively. He draws that assignment, gives it out front to Purdue. Now back to Woods, driving, feeding to the corner. Out front again, Purdue on the right side, 8 to shoot. Myja White putting the pressure on, and that's a good jumper there by Emmanuel Purdue. 17% from outside the arc, but he drills that one from the right side.
Yeah, he can score. He had 19 to lead the team in their win on Wednesday against Bluffton, so he is a guy that can score.
This is Makai Larry finding Myja White. He's going to pull up from 17. Rainbow goes down and comes back out. Purdue's guys for the rebound, and ahead he'll run the basketball. To the right side, spinning, putting it up, missing, and Delonte Brown with the rebound for the Red Hawks. Ahead, Day Grant finds Precious Aya off the glass and in. Great look ahead by Day Grant.
Yeah, again, 3 baskets, 3 layups for the Red Hawks. They're getting the ball down low, all different kinds of ways. Post up on a drive, and then there on the fast break.
Driving to the baseline, Nakai Taylor, and Aya swats it out of bounds.
And there you see some of that size advantage Miami has, is coming over from the weak side was Precious Aya to get the block against a much smaller Nakai Taylor.
Good block by Aya. They get it in to Panning, hand it right back to Woods out front. This is Purdue. Stutter step. They go to the left side to Taylor. Taylor looks baseline. Cross-court pass. Wide open is Panning. He'll fire the 3. It is down and out. And the rebound to Delonte Brown.
Yeah, good-looking shot there by the 6'9 center. And he'll step out, so we'll see if Precious goes with him.
Delonte Brown throws up an air ball. And trying to save it is Precious Aya. And he is out of bounds on the end line, and the ball will belong with the Student Princes. 2.5 minutes in here at Millett Hall. You take a look at Jack Owens in his 5th year at Miami University. Has his most veteran team on the floor right now. Across the timeline comes Dylan Woods for Heidelberg. And a steal by Precious Aya. He lost the handle. He's going to have to set it down and give it off to Day Grant.
Yeah, we wondered if he was going to step out. He did.
And the shot no good. Put back no good, but Delonte Brown gets it again. Gives it out to Myja White. Now Day Grant. Back to Myja White. Red Hawks moving the basketball. 10 to shoot. Day Grant blows past his man again. Gets to the basket. No good. Delonte Brown gets the rebound. Beating. Tried to get it to the corner to Makai Larry. Nice step in by Dylan Woods. He's going to pull up for the triple. Straight away. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound underneath by Homan. His putback is no good, and the lids are on the basket right now.
Yeah, from the outside, Miami struggling to start here this afternoon, but when they get the ball down low, they're having great success. 3 offensive rebounds that last trip just for Delonte Brown.
Day Grant wide open from the left side, drills the triple, and a timeout taken by Andy Buhai, and the student princes of Heidelberg. 16 and a half minutes to go here for Charles Elliott. Dr. Charles Elliott, professor of Greek and Logic. And Elliott Hall's been renovated several times over the years, and actually on the inside, probably one of the more modern buildings on campus. Heidelberg with the basketball, trailing by 6 in the early going here. Out front with it is Isaiah Young. He'll move to the left side on the dribble. Brings it back out front to Trey Watkins, who's in the game. This is handed to Martone Cole. And there is Woods again with the basketball. Gives it out front. And driving into the paint. And now to the left side. Looking for help. Out straight away. Cole to the left side. And that shot won't count if it goes. 30-second violation on the jumper by Trey Watkins.
Yeah, good defense that time by Miami, forcing Heidelberg to be outside the entire time. They spread the floor well, but they couldn't get an open jumper and ended up using the entire shot clock.
Redhawks with the basketball, just under 16 minutes to play here in the half, leading 9-3. In the paint, it goes to Eli McNamara, who checked in during that timeout, has it knocked away, stolen away, and ahead with it is Watkins. Pulls up between the circles, keeps the dribble, though, throws it left side. That's Young with the basketball. He's going to put it on the floor against Myja Larry. Hands it off and driving into the paint, and back out top it comes to Watkins, 15 to shoot. Resetting is Isaiah Young, curling around the screen to the basket, off the glass, and he'll get the kind roll. Freshman from Akron, Ohio, with a little scoop shot, gets his first two.
Yeah, he did a really good job of using his body to protect the shot, not allow the Miami defender to get there for the block.
Myja White on the right side, guarded by Lightwine. And this is Myja Larry to the baseline. Lobs it out to Myja White to Day Grant down low. Delonte Brown fakes, has this pass to Larry out front. Myja for three. It's good. Myja White for three, and the lead is 7.
Yeah, he had a couple of really big baskets in that game on Wednesday, and here with an open jumper from the top of the key, and he knocks down his first.
Watkins, deep three on the left side is off the mark. Rebound by McNamara. Ahead it goes to Larry. He's going to pull up from 16. The lefty misses that one. Thought he was fouled, no call.
Yeah, that's a good shot in transition. There was nobody up for Miami, though, to help on the offensive board, so it may have been better just to back it out.
Martone Cole fires the three. Too strong with that one. Larry with the rebound gets it ahead to Day Grant. Redhawks push as Grant underneath the McNamara. He'll put it down with both hands.
Yeah, once again, an easy layup for Miami. That time in transition as Day Grant came in on the defense from the side, and the help defense came, and that left an open player underneath. And this time it was Eli McNamara.
Martone Cole driving to the basket. He's going to turn, try and go up and under. Nowhere to go, and he turned it over. Tried to give it off to Dylan Woods, and the pass knocked away. Myja Larry on the drive, had a pass stolen away. Nice defense there by Isaiah Young. Ahead it goes, and a foul will be called. Myja White, I believe, is who they will get.
Yeah, he tried to reach in from behind and knock it away from Woods. He couldn't get to it, and a good strong take by Woods going hard to the hole, and he draws a foul.
You see it here as he tried to get a reach in there and got him in the arm, and that'll send Dylan Woods to the free throw line. He's 4 for 4 on the season. 6'1" grad student out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Nice looking shot, and he knocks it down. Isaiah Coleman lands, Kamari Williams, and Jackson Ames all into the game for Miami. White heads to the sideline. Eli McNamara heads to the sideline as well. And Myja Larry to the sidelines. Dylan Woods makes them both, and checking back in is Emmanuel Purdue for the Student Princes. So Isaiah Coleman lands running the point now, 13:30 to play here in the first half. Left side, Day Grant. Coleman lands. Gives it off. Deep three by Grant is off the mark. Long rebound grabbed by Kamari Williams. Down low to Delonte Brown.
It's one of the things.
Double team doesn't come, and Delonte Brown is going to draw the foul on Martone Cole.
I was going to say, that's one of the things that Kamari Williams brings to this team in limited minutes so far this year, but he does a really good job of hitting the offensive boards. Here he does it again, gets a second chance opportunity for Delonte Brown, but he's going to have to earn it from the charity stripe.
Delonte Brown, 92% from the line this season. Came back for that extra year. Put on a lot of muscle in that off season. Looks like a different person out there. He's always been a big, strong guy, but he has certainly added some muscle, and I think it's helped his game a lot.
And it hasn't hurt his shooting stroke
No,
either.
not at all.
Now 13 of 14 from the free throw line so far this year, as well as shooting 57% from behind the arc.
9-point lead equals the largest for Miami. On the dribble to the baseline as Isaiah Young gets cut off by the big man Jackson Ames. Gives it off the light line. Stolen away as Day Grant will go ahead with the basketball. Puts it off the glass. Hangs up there and gets it down for a 7th point. Miami's largest lead now 11.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's amazing. He must do a lot of yoga because Day really contorts his body to get shots off.
And that'll be a turnover on the Student Princes as that's a backcourt violation, and Miami will get the ball back.
Getting good pressure defense that time on the Heidelberg player, and he didn't have anybody to go to. Nobody came to get the basketball, and they ended up throwing it away.
Back into the game comes Seth Holman and Eric Panning. Also back in is Nakai Taylor. And in for the first time, Nate Steib, sophomore from Gahanna, Ohio, as Andy Buhai continues to rotate players in and out. Miami with an 11-point lead and the basketball. Kamari Williams has it. Swing it around to Isaiah Coleman Lands. Going down low to Jackson Ames. He's going to back his way in. Turn with a left hand, miss it. Delonte Brown gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line again. Believe they'll get Panning for, or check that, Seth Holman for this one, 22.
Yeah, they got it down low. And here you see Ames spin back towards the baseline, and he tries to go up with the left hand. Good job, though, defensively. But there's the reach in by Holman underneath. He was just caught too low.
Backed into him, and back at the free throw line is Delonte Brown for Miami. Good look there at the sixth-year senior, if you will.
Yeah, 1,000-point scorer in high school at Boucher High School in Toledo, and now a 1,000-plus point scorer at Miami, and continues to rise up the charts in a lot of categories, especially games played and games started.
4 for 4 from the free throw line, and Miami's lead is 13. Delonte Brown will go to the bench. As you see there, Luca Eller into the game for Miami, sophomore out of Mentor, Ohio. 12:25 to go here in the first half.
Luca got a lot of minutes on Wednesday and very productive minutes. We'll see how he does here now coming back off of that performance.
Holman hands it out front, driving and getting drilled is Emmanuel Purdue, but no whistle. Principle of verticality, I guess, there for Jackson Ames as he went straight up.
Yeah, he ran into a brick wall.
Wow.
Yeah, that's an interesting because he was in the cylinder as well, or in that circle.
Yeah,
and so they no call.
Restricted area, driving again. This time Purdue thinks better of it and pulls up, throws up an air ball. Ahead it goes to Day Grant. Grant, Euro step, scoop shot with the left hand is good. Oh my. Day Grant with a nifty move, and the Red Hawk lead continues to swell.
Yeah, I think that time, if you are Eric Panning, you think you have the whole bucket defended, but somehow Day Grant got that shot up and around him.
This is Steib on the left side. He'll throw it right side. Holman working on Eller. Backdoor cut. They go to Steib. He's out of bounds. He stepped back on the sideline, and we have a timeout. It's a rolling here to go here in the first half as Miami.
For every game he added, his team continues to buy into playing the right way on both sides of the ball. But as any coach would say, the focus on getting better, Owens believes his team still has plenty of room to grow. Steve?
Thank you very much, Patrick. And yes, his team does have room to grow. They're going to face a 2-3 zone for the first time here in the game as Isaiah Coleman Lands has the ball on the left side, drives past the man defending him, throws it to the corner. Makai Larry steps in from 19 and knocks it down. Finding the open shooter is what Miami's been doing all season long thus far.
Yeah, that's how you beat the zone, right? You either have a high post that you can throw to that can turn or dribble penetration into that void. That's exactly what they did, and they found Makai Larry open in the corner.
Steib feeds it out top to Taylor. He'll put it on the floor. Fake, now put it off the glass. Doesn't get the roll and the rebound. Jackson Ames chases it down for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, good strong move that time by Taylor, just couldn't finish.
Makai Larry fakes, drives into the paint, feeds to the baseline to Eller. Red Hawks keep the ball moving. Coleman lands, looking low, nothing there. 15 to shoot for Miami, and that'll be a whistle and a foul called on Nakai Taylor. That is his first and the team's third.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Miami's done really well here in the early going this year is move the basketball around. They are first in the MAC in assists to Patrick's point, and they continue to do that, find the open shooter.
Trey Watkins back into the game. As you saw, Emmanuel Purdue go to the bench for the Student Princes. Kamari Williams high on the right side with it for Miami. Redhawks working the ball around against the man-to-man this trip. Isaiah Coleman lands down low to Eller. Double team. Strips out of it. Now he will get fouled. Tried to double team down there down low, and a foul will be called. It is on number 23, Eric Panning. That is his first and the team's fourth.
Yeah, I like the strength of Luka Eller there to pull away, but he's got to be a little bit more decisive and quicker with his decision-making.
Check that. That was Seth Homan getting the foul. That's his second and the team's fourth. And Homan goes to the bench as Martin Cole, comes in. Kyle Larry around a screen to the free throw line. Right side, Isaiah Coleman lands, is open. That's good to see if you're a Miami fan. Struggling from outside the arc has been Isaiah Coleman lands. He knocks down his first shot today.
Yeah, he's done it in other ways. He's a lot of assists when he's coming in off the bench, but you're right, another shooter would be huge for this team.
13-0 run by Miami right now, and there's a foul on Jackson Ames underneath the basket. That'll send the Student Princes to the line. Ames, a sophomore out of Batavia, Ohio.
Yeah, he just bumped him.
Didn't practice the principle of verticality there. And going to the free throw line is Trey Watkins, 3 of 4 at the line this season. And even 10 minutes to go here in the first half. We're halfway through, and that's the first point in quite a while for Heidelberg. Isaiah Young back into the game as Nate Stibe goes to the bench.
Yeah, Heidelberg, as you mentioned earlier, will rotate a lot of guys in and out of this lineup, and it's a great opportunity for them to play here in this facility and against a team like this. And so far, holding their own, at least on the defensive end, for some of the action.
Kamari Williams takes the bounce pass on the left wing, gives it back out front. Tries to get it down low to Jackson Ames. Can't handle the pass. Has to chase it down in the corner. Lobs it out front to Nakai Larry. He'll fire a three, miss it, and the rebound. Luka Eller will get a foul, being over the back, his first, team's third.
Yeah, that was a great block out that time for Heidelberg. This time it was their leading rebounder, Martin Cole, who did the job.
Yeah, great block out there and nowhere to go except over the back for Luka Eller. Student Princes with the ball. This is Isaiah Young out front with it. Works around a screen. Miami switches. Gives it out front to Watkins. He'll put it on the floor all the way to the basket. That shot is blocked and will belong to Miami. Kamari Williams got beaten and came in from behind and blocked the shot.
Yeah, that's what you can do with a wingspan like that. I mean, Kamari Williams with the long arms, he could have gotten called for a foul there on the first reach in. They didn't blow the whistle. Then he got the block shot. It happened to go off the shoulder there of the Heidelberg player. Jackson
Ames walked with the basketball. Turnover Miami. It'll be their 8th. I checked that there, 4th in the first half. 7 committed by Heidelberg.
Yeah, there he got called for the walk. If he didn't, he probably could have got called for that reach around. Yeah, the hook. But nonetheless, another turnover for Miami.
Nakai Larry whistled for a foul. That'll be his first and the team's 4th. 8:58 to go here in the first half. Yeah, Isaiah Young, the freshman from Akron, brings it up for Heidelberg. It's a screen, doesn't use it, spins to the right side of the key, looks for help out top. This is Panning for 3, off the mark, and that'll be a foul. Martin Cole will be whistled for it, his second and the team's 5th.
Yeah, trying to be physical that time with Luka Eller and kind of inadvertently pulled him down and gets called for the foul. There you see right there that hook down. And
had a hold of the arm as Curtis Harrison, the 4th, into the game for Miami, and Jackson Ames goes out. And in for the Student Princes, Kyron Taylor, sophomore out of Cleveland, Ohio, replaces Cole.
Yeah, a little bit of a smaller lineup for Miami this time. And a good chance to see a couple of the younger guys down inside, especially Harrison.
Kyle Larry working with the basketball to Isaiah Coleman-Lands. Tees up a three, and he's 2 for 2.
Yeah, and he wasn't necessarily in rhythm. He had to pull the basketball from his side out in front, but he had plenty of time to do that and was able to splash it from the left corner.
21-point lead, Miami's largest. Trey Watkins on the dribble to the left of the key. Nearly had it stolen, got it back, and he's going to get an easy basket in front of Kamari Williams.
Yeah, that's the second time he's beaten him on the dribble. The first time was to the right, this time to the left. And it looked like maybe Miami would get a steal, but he was able to control the basketball and get the shot up and in.
Redhawks moving the ball around as Myja Larry fakes. Tries to go inside, and it's knocked away. Physical ball game underneath the basket right now. Yeah. Watkins working on the right side. Up deep three and just misses that one.
Yeah, I was going to say Harrison was really working hard down on the low block, and they tried to get him the basketball, but it was deflected away.
7.5 minutes to go here in the half as Larry brings it back out front. Now Williams. He's going to go around a screen to the right side. 10 to shoot as Coleman-Lands takes over. 5 to shoot. Coleman-Lands to the right corner. Myja Larry. Rainbow is off the iron, no good. And the rebound is out to Nakai Taylor. Ahead quickly it goes to Kyron Taylor. No relation that I'm aware of. And nearly a steal there by Harrison as the three is on the way. No good. And Eller with the rebound for Miami.
Yeah, good job by Miami blocking out. They were slow getting out to the shooter, but they were lucky that he missed that open jumper.
Myja Larry on the drive, lost the handle, and wanted a foul, didn't get it. Ahead quickly down the floor is Isaiah Young spinning away from his man, throws it underneath the basket, and missed by Kyron Taylor.
Yeah, I don't think Taylor realized how much time he had on that block. He tried to rush the shot and ended up shooting over the top.
Timeout Miami as the Redhawks call it here to stop the clock with 6:29. Yeah, Redhawks hitting 52.4% of their shots, while the Student Princes just under 18% from the field. Delonte Brown back in. Check that, Precious Aya back into the game. And Day Grant, Kamari Williams, and Curtis Harrison has the basketball on the left side. Top of the key, Aya with the basketball. He is guarded by Brandon Hughes, who's into the game for Heidelberg. Harrison spinning in. He's going to turn, fire, miss it, and the rebound is out to Watkins for Heidelberg. Running ahead quickly, lost the handle on the basketball out of bounds. It will go to Miami.
Yeah, good defense on this other end by Woods against Harrison, giving up a lot of size. Was able to hold him off, and then at the other end, just getting up a little bit too quick were the Student Princes, and they turn it over.
Under 6 minutes to go here in the half. 19-point Miami lead. Coleman-Lands finds an open lane to the basket, throws it to Williams, has to sky to get it. Gets it out top to Day Grant. In the paint, tried to go down low to Harrison, stolen away. And here comes Isaiah Young. We check that Dylan Woods back into the game. Gives it up left side. This is Emmanuel Purdue out top to Trey Watkins. A deep three. And Precious Aya with the rebound. Ahead it goes to Day Grant to Kamari Williams. Quick trigger on the three is good for Kamari Williams.
Yeah, he was spotted up, and a good job for Miami to look ahead and see Kamari Williams for the three-point shot in transition. That's when you can be really deadly with that.
Woods works to the left side with a basketball for the Student Princess around Day Grant, and they'll get Day for a foul. Little arm bar there, his first, team's fifth.
Yeah, a little bit too handsy was Day Grant, and now Heidelberg will get the ball underneath their own basket.
Lightline back into the game for the Student Princes as Kyron Taylor goes out. Coming up on 5 minutes to go as they get the ball into Hughes. Top of the key, he'll hand it off to Woods and then set the screens. And fires from 16. It doesn't go. Long rebound, though. Grabbed by Lightline and then throws it away. Thought he had Emmanuel Purdue in the left corner, but he had vacated the scene, and Miami gets the ball off the 9th turnover. Check that 8th turnover for Heidelberg. And Miami's going to turn it over the other way.
Yep. Little miscommunication that time between Isaiah Coleman-Lands and Day Grant.
Day Grant thought the ball was touched by Heidelberg and let it go, and instead should have went after it. Steib is back into the game for Trey Watkins for the Student Princes as we come up on 4:40 to go here in the first half. Woods, and that's going to be an illegal screen by number 33, Brandon Hughes.
And that's obviously an area of contention for the referees this early in the season, is watching those screens at the top. And if there's any movement by the screener, they're calling it as an offensive foul.
Day Grant feeds to the corner. Curtis Harrison will get it back to Coleman-Lands. He's going to work and find Kamari Williams open on the left side, is short with it, and it is Hughes with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Steib for Heidelberg. Whitewine curls around the screen, gives it back to Steib. Working on a bigger Precious Aya, breaking down the lane, and drawing the foul for Heidelberg is Emmanuel Purdue. Curtis Harrison, the fourth, gets the foul, his first, and that's the sixth team foul for Miami, as Delonte Brown will come in and replace Curtis Harrison, the fourth.
Yeah, and right now Heidelberg is using their quickness on the offensive end to their advantage, being able to cut guys through the lane against the bigger Redhawks and forcing them to foul to stay with them.
Dylan Woods had his man down low and didn't get him the ball. Instead, they missed the three, and Kamari Williams has the rebound stripped away, but Delonte Brown picks it up. Gives it off to Isaiah Coleman-Lands, and the Redhawks go under 4 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, working now against a man-to-man. They weren't in that zone very long.
Day Grant steps back for the three, doesn't get it. And the rebound tapped out. Isaiah Coleman-Lands will try. He'll miss that one. Rebound try, no good. Precious Aya puts it up and draws the foul on Brandon Hughes. That'll be his second. And the team's seventh. And Miami will be at the free throw line with Precious Aya.
Time in the series, they won meetings in 1921, 1957, and 1960. All on their home floor, as well as 1994. Now, head coach Andy Buhai of Heidelberg called playing a Division I opponent a very nice challenge. This is the only Division I opponent Heidelberg sees all year. Buhai telling me we learn a lot from these games because Miami will challenge us in ways we don't see every day. Steve?
Thank you very much, Patrick. As Precious Aya, the fifth-year senior from Bales Estate, Nigeria, at the line, misses the front end and misses the second end, but Delonte Brown on the weak side gets the rebound.
Yeah, we talked about the quickness on the one end, but on the other end, it's Miami's height right now.
Myja White left alone on the right wing, and he makes the Student Princes pay with a triple.
Yeah, that was good ball movement, and again, a second chance opportunity off of the offensive rebound by Delonte Brown.
Right side with the basketball is Jacob Logsdon, who's in the game. Gives it out, gets it back now to Steib in the left corner, firing the three and missing. That was Lightwine. The ball out of bounds, last touched by Myja White, and it will stay with Heidelberg. As returning to the lineup is Seth Homan.
Yeah, you see the shot go long, and good box out there by Precious Aya, but no one went after the basketball. Finally, Myja White saw it, and he went over to get it. He tapped it out of bounds.
Check that. That's Panning that came into the game, not Homan. Steib on the dribble against Isaiah Coleman-Lands to the right side, 10 to shoot. Out front, deep three by Logsdon. That one is good. Jacob Logsdon, one of two in. He's one of two this afternoon.
Yeah, that was deep, but right on target, and Miami lost him. There was nobody out there to check him, and he buries that deep jumper.
Only the fourth field goal. Day Grant finds Delonte Brown. Left corner three is off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Dylan Woods. Woods will push it ahead. Got by Myja White. Has the shot a little too hard, and the rebound battled for, and Precious Aya wins the battle. Ahead to Myja White, now Delonte Brown. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the half. Redhawks setting up the offense. Right corner. Delonte Brown finds Isaiah Coleman-Lands, and now to the left corner. Myja White, three is good. 11 first half points for the redshirt junior from Terre Haute, Indiana. And the Miami lead back to 25. Timeout taken here. 30 seconds.
Ratio at 2.12. And there's a look at Coach Jack Owens, and that's what he loves is those low turnovers, high assists. That's all about team basketball.
Yeah, Miami only averaging 8 a game, and they already have 7 here in the first half. Minute 38 to go here in the half as Isaiah Young works with the basketball to the baseline, feeds to the corner. Logston again for the 3. It won't go this time. And the rebound war won by Delonte Brown for Miami. Day Grant with the push. Into the paint, leaves it for Coleman Lands. There's Myja White again. He's feeling it. 14 in the game for Myja White.
Yeah, exact same spot that he was at the last time when he nailed the three-pointer, and White's just setting up shop there in that left corner.
And just another assist for Miami. And Logston thought about pulling the trigger. Delonte Brown made him change his mind. Trey Watkins from Cincinnati throws one up. And well shy as it bounces out of bounds.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit deeper. He probably could have taken a dribble in a little bit closer, but decided to take that open jumper and, as you said, left it short.
Yeah, he's from Reynoldsburg, Ohio. I said he was shooting from Cincinnati, just so you know. It was well behind the arc. Under a minute to go here in the half, 50 seconds to be exact, as Coleman lands across the timeline. Throws it to the free throw line to Jackson Ames, gets it back to the left side. Day Grant to Coleman Lands, and Isaiah Coleman Lands with his 3rd triple of the game, 9th point. Extends the lead to 31 for Miami.
And when you have success down low like Miami has done most of this game, that opens up that outside shot. Now they're taking advantage of that.
Deep 3, left side. This one too strong by Watkins, and the rebound to Miami is Myja White with 19 seconds to go in the half, and Miami will pull it out.
Yeah, work for one shot. Jackson Ames all alone into the basket, gets that defensive rebound. It leads to a last shot opportunity here for Miami.
6 seconds to shoot. Day Grant underneath, tried to get it to Jackson Ames. Good defense, and that'll be the end of the first half here at Millett Hall. And a good one for the Red Hawks. They will take a 45-14 lead over the Student Princes to the locker room. Jay White, 14 points.
That's where they go. Either get the scoring inside or kick it back out for an open jumper.
Dylan Woods with the basketball out front. Miami staying man-to-man. They've been there the entire game as they expect, and that's a carry. Yep. Dylan Woods was going to hand it off to Nakai Taylor, who was flashing around that side, but decided not to and wound up carrying the basketball.
Yeah, Miami overplayed on that side, and he cut away. There was nowhere to go with the basketball for Dylan Woods, and he just had to eat it.
Precious Aya with the basketball. Gives it up to Delonte Brown. He'll give it to Makai Larry. Drives into a double team, finds Precious Aya. Day Grant with 13 to shoot as the Student Princes trying to add to the pressure, but Day Grant finds a wide open Precious Aya underneath the basket for his 6th point.
Yeah, Heidelberg completely switched, and so that put Day Grant on a 6'9 player. He was able to take him down low, and then that bounce pass across the lane. Wide open was Precious Aya.
Purdue gives it off to Homan and gets the ball back. They go down low to Dylan Woods, working on the smaller Makai Larry. Feeding to the left corner, and the 3 is up and off the mark by Panning, and Delonte Brown with another rebound.
Yeah, that gives him 9 and closing in on double digit. He's averaging 8 a game coming into this one.
Aya gives it right side to Brown. Myja White, who had a hot streak in that first half from outside the arc, has Homan on him defensively. And a foul will be called against Delonte Brown down low. A little push off, his first and the team's first of the second half.
Yeah, he was in quite a battle down low and just got caught being a little bit too physical that time.
Minute 16 gone by here in the half, and going to have a little discussion here. Makai Larry and Dylan Woods as Makai Taylor takes the inbounds pass. He runs it by Day Grant, who cuts him off. Screen set for him, doesn't use it, throws it to the left side. Now driving to the baseline is Purdue, taken away by Precious Aya. Good defense. Ahead goes Makai Larry. Nobody stopping him. He's going to go right to the basket, then has a block from behind and draws the foul on Homan. That'll be his 3rd.
Yeah, as you said, nobody cut him off. He decided to go all the way, and then when the defense finally did come, it was a little bit too late, and all they could do was foul him.
Over the back there is Seth Homan, his third foul, and Larry to the free throw line for the first time today. Senior from Evansville, averaging 15 points a game, has not scored until now.
Yeah, Larry's kind of taken a back seat to some of his teammates, especially in that first half. Myja White, who led the team with 12 points, but now Larry's starting to find his own.
Makes them both, and Miami's lead blossoms at 35. And down on the floor, lost the ball, but getting it back are the Student Princes. Dylan Woods spins to the baseline, picks up the dribble, a reach-in foul. Day Grant has picked up his second, team second.
Yeah, Miami kind of was scurrying there. It looked like they might have a turnover. Then when Heidelberg got it back, just a reach-in, a little
bit
of
of
a lazy
disadvantage
foul
on it, yeah.
Yeah, lazy foul almost on Day.
Woods on the left side, works with it out front. Purdue, deep three, straight away is an air ball. Out of bounds, and it'll belong to Miami.
Yeah, again, probably a step or two too deep, obviously, for Purdue from that spot, and we've seen that several occasions here this afternoon.
5 new bodies into the game for the Student Princes. Nate Steib, also Zane Lightwine into the game, along with Martone Cole, Isaiah Young, and Trey Watkins. Under 18 minutes to go. Fresh bodies on the floor for Heidelberg as Myja White has it out front to Delonte Brown. He'll hand it off to Mekhi Larry. Get the ball back. Delonte Brown left wing three. Off the mark, and the rebound knocked away, and it'll belong to Heidelberg. Last off the hands of Day Grant.
Yeah, Miami did a good job to get an open shot for Delonte Brown on the far side. They double-teamed the ball, and that left him open. He just couldn't hit it. And then Miami tried to get the offensive board on the long side, knocked it out of bounds, as you said, by Day Grant.
Watkins with the basketball, gives it out top. Steib works back to the left side, and underneath, wide open, and getting the basket is Zane Lightwine. His first 2 points of the game, first 2 points of the second half for the Student Princes.
Yeah, good cut that time by Lightwine, and then also Steib with the pass. Finding his teammate wide open underneath.
Myja White straight away. Misses, but Precious Aya with the rebound goes up and under and in. Aya with 8 points in the game now for Miami.
Yeah, what I love about what Precious did there is he went up strong with two hands. I mean, he went up and snatched that rebound away, made sure only he was going to get it.
That'll be a charge, and doing what he does on the defensive end as well. Precious Aya, I don't think there's anybody on the team better at drawing a charge than Precious.
And now with that circle that we've had for several years, you have to make sure not only do you get yourself in front, that you're also in front of that circle. And right there you see he did a good job staying out of the restriction zone and coming to a complete stop.
That was on Trey Watkins, his first, team's second of the half. Larry out front with it. Steib on him defensively. Drives past him to the basket. Hangs with the left hand and scores.
And that's what a left-hander can do for you. That'd be a tougher shot going to the right with a defender there. But that time he was able to kind of let the defender fly by and then come back with the left-handed jump shot.
Driving and a foul before the shot. Day Grant's going to pick up his third. And the team's third as well. As Isaiah Young was dribbling on that right side, Grant will go to the bench as Isaiah Coleman-Lands comes in for Miami. Almost knocked away by Aya, but picked up by Cole. Whistle, illegal screen away from the ball. Will go against Nate Steib. His first, team's third.
Yeah, and that, we see that call a lot, but it's not always the screener's fault. A lot of the time it's the person who's trying to rub off the screen. If you give too much gap, then they force them to move sometimes into the lane of the defender, and that's when you get called a lot of times for that, because that the guy dribbling does not get close enough.
Aya down low on the left side, reverse layup. He gets underneath the basket and is able to put it up off the glass and in. That is 10 in the game now for Aya.
That's the third or fourth time he's done that with the reverse layup.
Steib picks up the shot, gives it off to Cole, who misses, and Larry with the rebound ahead to Aya. Finds Delonte Brown. First field goal is a two-handed flush for Delonte Brown. He's got 6 points in the game.
And again, Myja White could have taken it himself, but instead he saw a trailing Brown going full speed down the middle of the lane and just kind of a little underhand toss.
3 on the way and good for Zane Lightwine. He has all 5 points for the Student Princes here in the second half.
Yeah, coming off a screen, they left him wide open, and he was able to hit that easily from the top of the key.
Coming up on 15 minutes to play. Myja White, he's going to drive to the baseline, get cut off, and throws the ball away. That's Day Grant had to come up off the bench and grab that one. 5 new bodies coming into the game for the Student Princes. When we come back, the Red Hawks out in front, 39.
Offensive game to the forefront, 18 points in that win over Stetson. He's got 10, so double digits, 2 straight games for Precious Aya, and he still does it on the boards, 6 so far in this game.
Kyron Taylor, David Ferguson, Logston back into the game, along with Keyshawn Harris and Isaiah Flood for the Student Princes. That one stolen away, then stolen back by Logston. His shot off the glass, no good. Put back up and in by Kyron Taylor for his first 2.
Yeah, good job that time on the double team. A 2-on-1, they were able to steal the ball away from Larry and then get the follow-up.
Whistle and a foul away from the ball will go against Isaiah Flood. His first and the team's 4th.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup.
Yeah.
6'3" against 6'11" underneath, and Jackson Ames fighting him for a position, and there's nothing that Flood could do but foul him.
Left corner, this is Isaiah Coleman Lands, no good, and over the back is Kamari Williams.
Yeah, and he knew it. You could see that wry smile on Williams' face. He knew he was over the back, and again, you like the enthusiasm and the hustle, but a little bit too aggressive.
14 and a half minutes to go as Student Princes take the ball across the timeline, looking for help and finding it in the paint. Is Jack Hagan. Check that. David Ferguson. Down low it goes, and a nice up and under head fake. And putting it up and in.
That was Flood again.
Flood, yeah.
And he that was good patience that he showed.
Down low, Jackson Ames working on Flood, turns with a jump hook, throws it off the backboard off the left side, missed it badly. Rebound out there to Kyron Taylor. Logston throws it left side, driving to the baseline, and now toward the baseline, pulling up is Ferguson. He misses. Myja White lost the handle on it and taps it back to Isaiah Coleman Lands as on the right side, popping the 3 is Mekhi Larry. He's got 7 all here in the second half.
Yeah, now he's coming up with the offense that Miami was lacking early in this half, and the big 3 for him.
3 shot taken, no good. Ames with the rebound for Miami. Gets it ahead to Isaiah Coleman Lands. Back it goes to Mekhi Larry. Coleman Lands to the right corner. Myja White hits the 3. 17 in the game for the redshirt junior from Terre Haute. Back to a 40-point advantage.
Yeah, that was a good look across court, that skip pass, and Myja White was the recipient. And he was able once again to hit the long jumper.
Kyron Taylor dribbles to the right side, fires a rainbow that is no good, and Jackson Ames skies for another rebound for Miami. Mekhi Larry runs it down the left side. And it's all working as Mekhi Larry goes to the basket for his 9th point.
Yeah, we've seen his athletic ability on display a couple times here in the second half. Once more there, the explosion off of the bounce, and then the easy layup.
Flood with the basketball down low. Needs some help, finds it on the right side. Popping and missing, but Taylor with the rebound. He's going to go to the free throw line. Kyron Taylor gets fouled by Jackson Ames. That's his second, team's 5th.
Yeah, that was good hustle. He kind of snuck his way inside of the Miami defense and able to get that offensive rebound. And a smart move, immediately put it back up before he even hit the ground.
Coleman Lands favoring that left leg as he goes off. And Day Grant's going to come into the basketball game after the first free throw by Taylor. Bounces up and in. Also Luca Eller into the game. as Mackay Larry will go out, and 5 new bodies back on the floor. Nakai Taylor returns, as does Eric Panning. 4 new bodies on the floor, the 5th one waiting in the form of Seth Homan. Free throw up and good, and now Homan returns. And we have Emmanuel Purdue in the game as well, along with Dylan Woods. So the starters out there for Andy Buhai. 12:08 to go here in the ball game. 40-point advantage for Miami. Day Grant works out front with a basketball, hassled by Purdue. 13 to shoot, lobs it down low, but lobbed it too far and taken away by the Student Princes. Ahead to the left corner it goes, and out of bounds on the sideline with it is Seth Homan. Timeout on the floor. We have 11:48 to go here in the ball game, and Miami.
Wait together, guys. Pass the ball. We're a team. Be like one, Steve.
Thank you very much. Here you see Andy Buhai, the head coach at Heidelberg in his 9th season with the Student Princes. Miami with the 40-point advantage with the basketball as Day Grant works out front, drives past his man all the way to the basket, gets him up in the air, turns, fires, and scores. And Day Grant in double digits with 11.
Great body control that time by Grant to get down to the baseline. It's just when he was just about to run out of room, he was able to turn back in play.
Dylan Woods with a deep 3, misses, and Luca Eller with the rebound for the Redhawks, and ahead quickly to Kamari Williams. Down low, left side, turning, and a whistle, offensive foul on Jackson Ames as he turned with the elbow, collects his 3rd, team 6th.
Yeah, that's tough when you're that much bigger. Everything. Your elbows and stuff are higher. Now he's facing a guy who's 6'9", so they're very similar height-wise. But that time, just a little bit of a hook that time by Jackson Ames.
Woods across the timeline with a basketball for Heidelberg. Works to the left side, gives it up there. It is Nakai Taylor with it, back to Woods. They go down low. Left side, Panning, works against Ames. He's going to put that shoulder in, feeds Homan on the right side. His 3 is no good, and Ames with the rebound for Miami.
Yeah, good job that time. Miami was able to force the outside shot, nothing inside.
Day Grant works to the right corner, Kamari Williams. Down low it goes, double team. Jackson Ames finds the open man in Myja White on the diagonal pass, no good. Eller has the rebound knocked away, gets it back, and then a foul will be called. Good work down low by Luca Eller, the sophomore out of Mentor, Ohio, for Miami. Keep working and draws the foul. Dylan Woods collects the foul, his first, 5th team foul against the Student Princes.
Yeah, good job by Eller. You see him get that offensive rebound, but then took it down a little bit. You want to keep it a little bit higher and then right back up to keep it away from those guards who are coming down into that lower part of the lane and scratching away at the basketball.
Makes the first. He's got another one on the way here. And misses that one. Rebound battled for and picked up by Homan for the Student Princes as we approach the midway point of the second half. Nakai Taylor working right side, gets it to Panning. Now down low they go. Putting it on the floor, backing his way in. Dylan Woods with a short jumper, no good. Kamari Williams, the rebound for the Redhawks.
That time Heidelberg had a mismatch, but Panning they took away from the basket instead of posting him up.
Day Grant deep from straight away. Hits a triple. He's got 14 points in the game, and Miami leads by 46.
Good job by Day to find the open spot, and it happened to be well away from the basket.
In the paint, missing is Nakai Taylor. Redhawks rebound. Nakai, check that. That was Myja White. Now Kamari Williams picks it up, turns from 10, misses, and the rebound out of there. And ahead it goes. Taylor, reverse layup, doesn't go. Rebound, battled for. And Day Grant battling with Heidelberg, and the Redhawks will have the basketball on the alternating possession.
Yeah, that was Homan who was battling underneath for the offensive rebound.
And Zane Lightwine back into the game along with Brandon Hughes. Isaiah Young, Trey Watkins, and Martone Cole into the game. Curtis Harrison, the fourth, comes in for Miami, replacing Jackson Ames. And Day Grant will bring the ball up. 9:14 to go in the basketball game. Huge lead for Miami. Redhawks in no hurry at all. Pass to the right side to Williams. Coming up on 10 to shoot as Kamari Williams fakes. Now fires from 17 and knocks down the jumper off the right side. He's got 5 in the game.
Yeah, good job by Kamari Williams getting open. And here comes Heidelberg down the other way.
And they lose the ball out of bounds on perhaps going down too quickly. Watkins down the lane.
Day Grant still in the lineup for Miami, and I have a feeling he would be on the bench, except Isaiah Coleman-Lands is working with the trainer. It looks like he's got one of those muscle rollers. I don't know if he's having cramp issues or what. I'm sure that's why Day Grant's still in there with the second teamers.
Curtis Harrison misses. That was down and out, and with the rebound as Kamari Williams blew a shoe. It's 5-on-4. A jumper put up and in by Emmanuel Purdue. He's got 5.
Taking advantage of that extra man advantage they had there at the other end, and they get the 2 points.
Day Grant finds Myja White. He'll fire from 19 and knock it down, and Myja with 19 points.
And if he can continue to do this on a night-in, night-out basis, that's really going to make it difficult for defenses to work against Miami as you get a three-pointer from the corner that time by Heidelberg.
Lightwine with the 3. He's got 8 to lead the scoring for Heidelberg. Day Grant from 19. He's knocking it down. He's got 11.
He's going to take every second he's on that floor and do what he can to.
He had no points in the first half. He's got 11 here in the second half for Miami. Watkins on the baseline. He'll step back and fire a 3. No good, and the rebound underneath the basket. A foul on the rebound will go against Day Grant, I believe. They're going to get Grant for his 4th and the team's 7th, and Heidelberg will beat. Day Grant's picked up that 4th foul. Brandon Hughes at the line for 1-1 here for the Student Princes. And he misses the front end, and Curtis Harrison Jr. has the rebound for Miami.
One of the things I don't think we talked about in this game, this series, is the fact that this is an exhibition actually for Heidelberg, whereas it is a game that counts for Miami. So an interesting way that they do these games.
Curtis Harrison, the 4th, goes up and under and draws the foul on Brandon Hughes. That'll be his 3rd and the team's 6th.
And a good job by Harrison that time to keep his pivot foot not to it's easy to travel in that situation. He was able to keep his pivot foot pump fake, get the defender in the air, and then go into him.
Redhawks inbound, baseline, left side of their basket. Coleman-Lands will throw it in. Needs to get it in and does to Curtis Harrison. Backdoor cut to Coleman-Lands. He'll throw it out. Kamari Williams for 3. It's good. He's got 8.
And another assist. That's 21 for the Redhawks here, coming off of a game earlier this year where they had 27.
Largest lead of the game for Miami at 50 points. 6:49 to go. Deep 3 straight away. And the answer put up by Trey Watkins for the Student Princes.
It's almost as if he's not allowed to shoot inside of 2 steps behind the line. That's the way he's been all afternoon. And that one he was able to ring up.
First tray of the game for Watkins. Out front, Coleman-Lands. Left side, Curtis Harrison works it down low to Eller. All alone. Fakes. May have just about faked himself out of a basket there, but gathered and got it up and in. Quickly the other way, and a miss. Off the glass by Lightwine, and Eller gets it ahead. Myja White with it. Redhawks to Coleman-Lands. Deep 3. It is off the mark. And Curtis Harrison with the rebound, and knocked away by 3 different black jerseys, and ahead it goes to the right corner. Watkins' open 3 is good.
And now he's starting to get some confidence. That's 2 in a row for Watkins. 1 from up top and 1 from the right side.
Kamari Williams, right side. He's the only white jersey down there. Misses the 18-footer. And we're starting to see a little bit of street ball now. Left side, spinning to the basket and losing it. is Isaiah Young, and the Redhawks will get the ball back. Will Stevens walk on into the game, replacing Myja White. As back in is Logston, Flood, Panning, David Ferguson, and Nate Steib for Heidelberg.
Yeah, mixing and matching lineups. One starter out there on the floor, just one so far for Heidelberg right now.
Out front, Eller goes to Coleman, lands, lobs it, and has it stolen away. That's nice defense down by the lone starter, Eric Panning. Steib throws it left side to Logston. Thought about a three, thought better of it. Right side, they go, and then down low to Panning. He's going to spin to the baseline and get tripped, and he'll go to the free throw line as Curtis Harrison picks up the foul. It's his second and the team's eighth. And Panning to the line for two.
Yeah, hopefully they're both okay. They both hit the ground hard. First it was Harrison and then inadvertently tripped Panning, but he had already committed the foul at that point, had Curtis Harrison.
5:06 to go. Panning on the season is 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And it's good.
See if Heidelberg at some point puts on a little bit of a press just to try something different. This time they're going to drop back, though.
Makes them both. Heidelberg with 5 straight points as Coleman lands. Tries to go down low to Harrison. It's knocked away and out of bounds. Weak side help coming underneath from David Ferguson.
Yeah, that's the one thing that Heidelberg does well is the backside defense. They help side defense is very strong. They just need to work a little bit more on rotation back out to the shooter on the opposite side.
Curtis Harrison got his man airborne and takes advantage of it that time for a layup for his first two.
Yeah, he's got really nimble feet for a young player at his size, and he'll just develop and be even better as time goes on, but that was a really smooth move.
Logston with a rainbow off the right side. It's no good, and Coleman lands with the rebound for Miami. Broadcast coming your way on Tuesday when Miami entertains Defiance here. We'll have it for you on the ESPN family of networks. Kamari Williams has the three, rim out, and Harrison Will Stevens will collect the foul on the reach-in on the rebound try, his first team's ninth. Off to the other end and shoot the 1-and-1.
There you see the shot by Kamari Williams, and good position by Panning. He's able to draw the fouls. He got Harrison behind him, and then Will Stevens just trying to reach in a little bit, got him on the arm.
Stevens 2 for 2 from the line. Has a nice touch for a big man, 6'9" sophomore out of Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, he's just a sophomore, so he's going to continue to grow into that body a little bit. There's several of these players. You look at Flood and Steib. They have not missed many days in the weight room, so this is a team that's very strong, and you figure Panning's going to get there eventually as well.
Yeah. Impressed with their quickness. They've done a nice job really hassling the guards for Miami around the perimeter and knocking the ball away. That time is Panning. You heard it in the microphone there, all ball by Panning as he knocks that away from Curtis Harrison, who thought he had a clean lane to the basket. Coleman lands left side with 4 minutes to go in the basketball game. We have not had a called timeout in this half. Luca Eller to the basket, and he'll go to the free throw line. And we have reached the under 4 timeout as the foul is on Flood. That is his second. Thank you very much, Patrick. Luca Eller at the free throw line for Miami. The sophomore from Mentor, Ohio, 6'7", 220-pounder, 1 of 2 from the free throw line with 3 points. He'll get 2 chances here, and he cans the first one.
Yeah, and as Patrick was talking about, this is an opportunity for some of the young guys to get some time. But at the same time, you don't want to lose focus on and play your game. We talked about that from the start. And I know Jack Owens will use this as some teaching moments. 16 turnovers for Miami in this game, just not acceptable.
Right.
It's something that they will continue to work on. But this is a team out of the gate so far this year that's done a really good job protecting the basketball, and he wants to see even the young guys out here now continue to do that.
Logston off the screen, knocks down the 3.
And we've seen that from him earlier in the first half. He hit one again. from the top of the key out the other end, but a good shooter off the bench for the Student Princes.
Curtis Harrison gets to the basket, and a foul will be called. And I believe they'll get Brandon Hughes for his fourth. Team's eighth.
Harrison went to the right side of the lane and kind of faded away from the contact a little bit when he shot that instead of going into the contact, something he'll learn over time as he gets ready to start the MAC battles here in a couple of months.
Free throw up and good.
They're really just a month away.
Yep. End of December. Action starting before the new year this year. Doubleheader of action, men's and women's basketball coming up on New Year's Day here in Millett Hall. Stibe across the timeline for the Student Princes. Lobbing it down low to Flood. Didn't want to take it in against Harrison. Out top with it is Stibe again. 15 to shoot. Screen set. Stibe spinning into the big man and throws it right into Curtis Harrison's hands.
Good composure by Harrison, too, not to turn it over. He had a couple of Heidelberg players surrounding him, was able to keep his dribble going and then find an outlet.
Kamari Williams works left side on Logston. 15 to shoot and throws it into the hands of Will Stevens, and he'll go to the free throw line as Logston comes across with the foul, his first team's ninth. And the walk-on from Chicago, Illinois will be at the free throw line for the first time this season.
Yeah, pass to nobody, but Stevens intercepts and then takes it full bore to into the lane, but and got hammered there trying to attempt the layup.
And the free throw rims out as Jackson Kenyon, the other walk-on on this Miami team, 6'8 junior out of Deerfield, Illinois, comes in and replaces Kamari Williams. 2:45 to go. Second one is too strong, and rebound grabbed by Flood for the Student Princes. There's Logston again, misses that one. Rebound tapped into Flood's hands. Goes to Logston, he misses. Rebound tap up, and Luca Eller grabs it for Miami. It's 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, really solid job by Luca Eller on the boards here this afternoon. Getting extended minutes once again, the second game in a row, and that's his 7th rebound.
Lobs it down low. There's Jackson Kenyon. Missed it. Got his own rebound and draws the foul on Flood. That'll be his third, team's 10th. And Jackson Kenyon will go to the free throw line and shoot two.
Yeah, good job there. He was able to seal off the defender Flood and got position, just couldn't convert it.
Free throw up and too strong. Into the contest. Keyshawn Harris comes back in, 6-foot freshman from Columbus, Ohio, as Stibe goes to the sideline. And he misses them both. The walk-ons have had a couple of chances each from the free throw line and nobody able to convert.
They each hit a three their last time out, but struggling here a little bit in this game.
2-3 zone by Miami.
Yeah, you don't see Jack Owens do that very often.
Not at all. And they throw the ball away as trying to break to the basket and broke too early. And the pass thrown out of bounds by Brandon Hughes.
And I think that might be one of those things Patrick was talking about earlier, trying new things with this group on the floor.
Harrison left side with the basketball, looking low. Stead puts it on the floor and pops up from 17, misses. Rebound tapped around and out of bounds. It'll belong to the Student Princes.
They didn't get it down, but a good-looking shot that time from Curtis Harrison. Came in about 15 feet and just didn't get it down, but it looked really good coming out of his fingers.
David Ferguson out top to the right side. Logston back to Ferguson. He'll try the three. That's well off the mark. An air ball knocked around and into the hands of Kenyon for Miami. Isaiah Coleman-Lands will bring it across the timeline to the right corner. Eller for a moment. Now Will Stevens deep off the right side. Backs it back out. Kenyon will set the screen for him. Down the lane, feeding to the corner to Curtis Harrison. He'll try a three. It is no good. Kenyon, though, is there for the putback.
Yep. Was able to carve out some space on the weak side, grab the rebound, put it back in. Another couple of second chance points for the Redhawks.
1 minute to go in the basketball game. Left corner with the basketball. They throw it into the paint to Flood. He got his man airborne, but has the shot blocked by Harrison into the hands of Logston, who misses the three. Long rebound grabbed by Flood. He'll throw it to the right corner. 3 try from over there is way too long, but the long rebound by Longston. Ferguson gives it back. Out front it comes. Harris with a basketball. Backdoor cut. Up, and a foul will be called on Jackson Kenyon. His first, team's 10th, and going to the free throw line will be David Ferguson, freshman out of Lansing, Michigan. He'll be there for 2.
Yeah, Ferguson beat his man backdoor, and a good bounce pass down to him low. He missed the layup, but was fouled on the arm by Jackson Kenyon.
Free throw all the way and good. .6 seconds to go, and Ferguson with one more from the charity stripe. It's good.
On the road for their next game as they next Tuesday take on Albion up in Michigan.
Miami, as I mentioned, Tuesday here against Defiance, and then Saturday we'll go on the road at Western Illinois.
New experience. The Redhawks haven't been on the road since that trip to Atlanta. That was a very successful trip.
Out front, Will Stevens driving down the lane, and he'll go to the free throw line. 8.4 seconds to go. Isaiah Flood gets his 4th foul, and Stevens back at the free throw line with 2 chances here. And Will Stevens gets in the scorebook. Second one is no good, and Heidelberg will run out the clock as the Miami Redhawks have doubled it up on the Student Princes this afternoon. 90-45 is your final. Trey Watkins with 10 points in the game to lead Heidelberg. And for the Miami